Hey there, creative team. It is Peter back for another Tuesday tip. Wow, I haven't said that for a while. I've missed creating these videos for you guys. Welcome to 2021. I hope everybody had an epic new year and celebration going into 2021. Ours here in Sydney was pretty subdued actually. It was very kind of an odd New Year's because we all had to have a quiet one. There was apparently more outbreaks of the virus happening, and so everybody was pretty much instructed to stay indoors. And so it was just myself and my partner here, and of course my dog. But we had a great time nonetheless. And of course, coming in now into 2021, we are not short of any kind of noise or chaos as suspected, as we were talking about last year. So, you know, just something to keep in mind. The world is going through a massive, time of change at the moment. It's going to be lasting for quite a while, and I think that the best thing that we can do, in my opinion, is just to really focus on ourselves, work on ourselves, focus on being nimble and not too reactive to what's going on, but positioning ourselves so that we can actually react in a more productive way, professionally and also personally. So happy new year. I wish everybody the best to 2021. And I thought I would start out this video by giving out our first, at least my intentions for the company for the year, and that's the top 3 intentions that I have. And then I will go into my Tuesday tip. So, top 3 intentions for the year. My first intention for the year is to, of course, make CoFit the best that it can be. I've partnered up with an incredible mindset coach. Her name is Jing He. I spoke about this previously with you guys, I think on our last video or the year before. What we're going to be doing is hosting an online challenge for business owners, and that's really about helping them to paint a picture for 2021. I'll be hosting it. Jing was going to be working her magic to actually facilitate it. It's going to be a 5-day challenge, and it's not actually just for business owners, it's for anybody really. People who run a business, entrepreneurs, professionals. But we are just going to have a focus on the business community so that we can do our best to support them in every way that we can. So look out for the official announcements on when that's going to be. We're just going to do one of the Facebook challenges in the Facebook group. Was just finishing up the website to start promoting that, and that'll be going out soon. So I'll definitely put an invite to all of you guys. I would definitely encourage you to participate. It's going to be very brief, very concise. A few minutes each day, not more than 30-40 minutes. And then lasting for about 5 days. And then we have some cool prizes as well. Jing is going to be giving away a very generous prize, a package of something that she specializes in. So it's one of her very own packages on the success that she's gotten with clients, and I'll let her talk about that. Intention number 1 is just making CoFit the best that it can be. And of course, yes, there's going to be smart goals and plans put around that, because of course, any kind of goal without a plan is really just a dream or a wish, right? And so my intention number 2 for the year is, of course, building on the progress of where we've gotten amplified to, and so we're going to continue to build on that, specifically around just having a solution for our clients in terms of online advertising. So I've never really been that comfortable with offering Facebook and Google ads, at least not these days, to our clients, because a lot of our clients work in the professional services industry, and the saturation rate at the moment of Facebook and Google is really significant, and I just didn't really feel good about bringing that to our clients. However, we've also been, at least I can say, I've also been working on a little something behind the scenes as well to deliver on that intention. So with Amplify and in regards to online ads, That's the second intention that I will be working on, and of course, along with some of you as well. And my third intention for this year is taking the next step with Creative Ventures. And as some of you know, I think most of you would know because you've already seen the presentation, the roadmap for Creative. The ultimate goal for us is really just to create the conscious enterprise incubator, working with these conscious entrepreneurs and businesses to create incredible businesses, all revolving around their life purpose. And so over the break and a little bit before that, I was starting to just assemble the board of directors, a group of incredible leaders in their area who I've been just having conversations with about this. And they've expressed interest to wanting to team up, which I'm incredibly honored about. And we're going to continue those conversations, and we'll be having our first board of directors meeting within the first quarter of this year. Okay, so on to this week's Tuesday tip. So last year we really focused a lot on just mindset tip and mindset hacks. That's definitely one of my passions because everything really just starts with the mind. While I research more on other ones that I can bring you, what I want to focus on this year, at least for the time being, is really on energy. And energy is a term that is becoming more and more used. In regards to today's tip, this is more about sustaining energy as far as the energy that you use in order to work, to play, to do sports and so on. Just a quick story. Towards the end of last year in 2020, I was really depleted with energy. I had just turned 40 not that long ago, as you know. I'm 41 now, going on 42 already. And towards the end of 2020, I just found myself really depleted in energy. And I didn't know what it was. I thought maybe, there was a few things. One of them was around just because it was a really hectic year and it was just very taxing in many ways, of course, for everybody. Number two was I also had a lot going on, so I wasn't sleeping a whole lot. And I just really didn't know what was happening with my energy. I actually thought it was coming down to me just being 40 and like my time is up kind of a thing. But me being the very defiant type of person there is, I was just not ready to give up. So I just started doing more research, finding ways that I can hack my energy. What I found out was that just about a month or two before the end of the year, I had altered my diet pretty significantly as far as my nutrition goes. I cut out a lot of animal products as much as possible, just because I've been becoming a bit more mindful about my personal consumption. And so I tried to do I went from vegetarian to vegan, not completely, but kind of like ish. I call it vegish, vegan-ish. But what I found was that it was actually due to my dramatic change in my nutrition that I ended up not getting the right nutrients that I needed, and that really became taxing in my energy and overall performance at work and also in the gym, which really just broke my heart. So I ended up taking a few weeks off of the gym just to catch my breath. And as I was doing some research, there were some really interesting things that I found out that I was like, I need to bring this back to the team. So this topic is around energy, and I have 5 tips for you on how to optimize your energy. And they all sound so basic because we hear about them all the time, but I'm going to explain to you and very quickly about why they're actually really important. So tip number 1 is get enough freaking sleep. So sleep as much as you can because that recharges your body. And of course we hear about it. The average is about 8 hours per sleep. Some people are very different. Some people need about 9 or 10 hours. I would love 9 or 10 hours, but after some research, I found out that I am an 8 to 9 hour sleeper. Some people can get by with about 5 hours and still have enough energy. This all really depends on your body type. And that's another thing that we'll get into later on, which is something called human design. Incredible to get to know your body type because we're all different. Everybody is unique. But sleep, number one, make sure that you do some testing, see how much sleep that you need, and make sure that you're actually getting it, because when you sleep, that's when your body is actually restoring and lots of things are happening, and that will sustain you for the day if you do the next 4 things. So tip number 2 is have enough water. And again, I know it sounds very basic, but hear me out. So water is so fundamental because, of course, we stay hydrated, but it has one very important factor as well, is water is made up of the compound H2O, hydrogen, oxygen. And so what happens is when you're drinking that water, you're also getting that oxygen into your body, most importantly, into your bloodstream. And that your bloodstream, our bloodstream, what it's meant to be doing is pushing the oxygen around our body and especially into our brains. And when we have oxygen in our brains, that gives us a more awake, vibrant, energetic type of feeling. And so that's why you really want to be just drinking as much water as possible, around, I think it's about 8 glasses a day. So I have a container that I fill up just twice a day. You will, wee a lot at first when you're just kind of rehydrating your body back up to where it should be, but it balances out. So tip number 2, make sure that you're getting frequent, adequate water, because you really want not only that hydration, but you want that oxygen in your body to keep you really refreshed. Number 3, pack as much fruits and veggies into your diet as much as possible. As I said, I know it sounds very basic, but once again, hear me out. When it comes to fruits have the fundamental building blocks for your body called amino acids. And then veggies, like fruits, mostly contain water, which is even more oxygen. So the more fruits and veggies that you can pile into your, nutritional plan, the better, because you'll be getting more oxygen, more water, and those really important nutrients. Try to buy organic if possible, buying from your local markets if possible, because you want to avoid the ones that are picked too early where they don't have the nutrients in them, or ones like GMOs that actually have a lot of chemicals in them, which don't give you the benefits that we're eating fruits and vegetables for, because that's the whole purpose, right? Okay, and tip number 4 is sunlight. And then once again, I know it sounds very basic, but sunlight is so fundamental for a number of reasons. The vitamin D that we get from the sun helps to fill our body with more fuel. And so just about, the average is about just getting about 30 minutes of sun during the day in the afternoon time. That might just be a walk in the park, and just not having to just sunbake or anything, but really just being out in the sunlight so that your skin can just absorb those beautiful sun rays. And also, being in a pandemic right now, the sun and the UV rays are actually responsible for killing off a lot of viruses and bacteria. That's not health advice. You can do your own research, but from the research that I've done, from what I've learned, the UV rays are very fundamental in helping us to stay healthy. So please make sure that you're getting enough sun, because that's also going to convert to energy and give you even more energy for the day. And tip number 5 are just supplemental nutrients. So this was very key for me when I was doing my research to find out why my energy was so depleted. For me, it came down to iron. One of the main reasons was just a lack of iron. It's an iron deficiency. And the important thing about iron is this. Within our body, we need something to be in our blood in order to take the nutrients, to take that oxygen and bring it up to our brains. because they can't go in the bloodstream alone. They actually need to bind to a compound, and in this case, they actually bind to iron. So iron is super important in order just to transport all these awesome nutrients that we're getting through our body up to our brain. And so that's why I would highly recommend everybody just, on an annual basis, see a doctor, get your blood work done, and see where your levels are of your nutrients and the vitamins and so on, and see what you might be deficient of or what you might be having too much of, and just get those balanced out. Because that, once again, is going to help you hack your energy, hack your nutrition and your overall health. And then we can just smash 2021 like we're going to do. All right, so just in summary, number 1 is get enough sleep. Number 2 is gulp that water. Number 3 is pack in the fruits and veggies into your nutritional plan every single day as much as possible. Number 4 is get some natural sunlight every single day, on average at least 30 minutes a day, remember? And number 5 is make sure you're just getting that supplemental nutrition that you might need to get, things like iron, B vitamins and so on. Speak to your doctor or your nutritionalist and find out what you might be deficient of. So I hope this information has been informative and helpful. And yeah, have an incredible year. Let's have an incredible year together. I'm very excited about the plans that we have. And yeah, we'll see you guys at the next video. And of course, I'll be making my way around just to catch up with everybody again. Because I also want to hear about your guys' goals and of course, what I can do to help you to get your goals, to meet your goals as well. So we will chat soon. Take care. Bye-bye.